All right, what is up, Coach Kyle here, and I want to show you what it's like when I have a client coming in for coaching. And this is a guy, he just hired me this morning, and he's been out of it. He's gone through 3 or 4 spurts of consistent running over the years, and we're coming out of the winter. He's not been showing up for himself. He feels good when he gets out and runs, when he does some strength work. He has kids, 9 through 13, I think, 9, 11, and 13 years old, and he knows that he's an example to them, and he can be a good example or a poor example. And showing up, showing them what self-care is and how that benefits him. And he's self-employed, works from home, and so having some structure, showing up with him for himself helps his business, which helps his family. And so for him, our goal is to just check off some wins. I said, what will your tomorrow be glad you do today? That's all we're trying to help you do. And so starting off from scratch, he ran, I think, a couple miles, like two days ago. He did a mile and a half. And so I said, let's start there. That run felt good. Keep it easy. Run, walk, mile and a half, 2 miles, mile and a half, 2 miles. He's done plenty of strength work over the years. He has a decent amount of equipment collecting dust right now. And so getting him using some of this stuff. And he thinks that it will work best to concurrently do the running and the strength work on the same days. And I told him, no, if you want to, and he said Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays will work best for me. That's what he said. And so I said, okay, let's make it happen. And so what do we got to do over the next few weeks to make you really glad about what you did and to set you up going into the spring to have a really good spring? And so we've got 3 runs, super easy, just to get out there a little bit. And I said, if you want to go for a little longer, or you want to do a mile on a Saturday or whatever, go for it. I'm not going to tell you no, but here is what we're going to shoot for: at least 3 runs weekly. We'll get up to 3 by 3 miles at the end of the month, but I'm holding you back a little bit. I don't want you to get hurt, and then that's a loss for both of us. So a 10-minute core routine, a 10-minute upper body routine, 15-minute lower body routine, things that will make you feel good. He mentioned his diet as well. And I told him, I'm not just telling you what to run, but I'm putting meditation, gratitude practice in there. And, we're going to cross our T's and dot our J's. So you're not just getting a training plan. I'm checking in with you. I'm holding you accountable. I have expectations of you. And so the diet log, I said, we don't want to start too much too quick. But after a couple weeks of nailing this, and I told him, and I think this is true for him, he'll probably find that he'll just start to eat a little better with his activity level increasing. And he's going out for some lunch runs, maybe a little bit less snacking over the middle of the day. But in a couple weeks, let's do a diet log. It's just 2 work days and 1 weekend day. Record what you eat. And I said, then we pick one thing to work on. Are you eating like a garbage panda after 7 p.m. for no reason? Are you snacking on a bunch of crackers and chips and stuff during the day? Are you not eating a good breakfast? Like, pick one thing to work on for the next 3 or 4 weeks that will make a good tangible benefit, and let's start there. And for him, he said it'll probably be more intentional planning and eating at lunch for lunch. And I said, cool, let's start there, but let's hold off a little bit. Let's not start too much. We've got the running, getting back in there, the strength work. And so if you think that this would be helpful for you, my accountability coach says that accountability is the antidote to excuses. And all I'm trying to do is help you do things that are good for you so you can show up better for yourself, your family. And I got news for you. Your family, your coworkers, they like you more when you're doing stuff like this. And so if you want some help with that, let me know. Fill out the form, contact info in the description of this video, and let's get to it. Don't talk yourself out of it. Let another month go by and you think, oh, great. I kind of wish I would have signed up with that running coach when I was watching that video. Do it now. You'll be glad you did.